Do you know that you can play amazing games even on the weakest PCs? In this video, I'll talk about 10 interesting games that can run even on a calculator. Let's get started. Atlas Fallen. An unexpected discovery, Atlas Fallen is an exciting role-playing game that surprises with its requirements. Developed by Deck 13 Interactive, the game offers a vast world to explore. Interestingly, to run it on minimum settings, only 4 GB of RAM and a GTX 1050 graphics card are needed. In Atlas Fallen, you can spend up to 30 hours immersing yourself in its story and exploring its world. The development of Atlas Fallen cost the developers $15 million. The game features a variety of locations, including forests, deserts, and dungeons, each with its unique features and enemies. The game's world is quite large, with an area of about 50 square kilometers, providing ample space for exploration. The game includes many interesting mechanics, such as crafting and weapon upgrading. These mechanics add depth to the gameplay and allow players to customize their gaming experience. An interesting fact, completing all side quests may require an additional 20 hours. Moreover, Atlas Fallen supports multiplayer mode, allowing you to play with friends online. The average online player count on Steam is around 2,000 players, keeping the game active and community supported. Despite the modest system requirements, the graphics and world detail are impressive, making this game an excellent choice for weak PCs. If you find the video interesting, you can subscribe and like. Let's move on. Witchfire. You won't believe it, but Witchfire is a first-person shooter with dark fantasy elements, developed by the astronauts. Despite its rich visual effects, the game is quite forgiving on system resources. For minimum settings, only 8 GB of RAM and a GTX 970 graphics card are needed. Witchfire focuses on dynamic combat and exploring dark locations. The development of Witchfire cost around $10 million. The game offers an engaging campaign that can take around 20 hours to complete the main story and another 15 hours to complete all side quests and exploration. Witchfire features an extensive system of weapons and spells that players can upgrade and adapt to their playstyle. An interesting fact, Witchfire includes procedurally generated levels, meaning each playthrough can be unique. This adds replayability and keeps the game interesting over time. The game's world size is about 40 square kilometers, providing players with many places to explore and fight. The game also supports an online mode where you can compete with other players or team up to complete challenging missions. The average online player count on Steam is around 1,500 players, indicating a stable fan base. Witchfire is an excellent choice for those looking for a quality shooter with fantasy elements that will run on a weak PC. Strayblade. It turns out Strayblade is an adventure RPG developed by Point Blank Games. The game offers an open world full of mysteries and dangers. The minimum system requirements include 8 GB of RAM and a GTX 960 graphics card. In Strayblade, you can spend up to 25 hours exploring the world and fighting various enemies. The development of Strayblade cost around $12 million. The game includes many unique locations, from ancient ruins to dense forests, each with its secrets and enemies. An important feature of the game is its flexible combat system and character customization, allowing each player to create a unique hero. Moreover, Strayblade supports the New Game Plus mode, which allows players to start the game again while retaining all their skills and upgrades. This adds replayability and allows a deeper exploration of the game's world. The total area of the game world is about 45 square kilometers, giving players plenty of space to explore. The game also offers a rich crafting system where you can create and upgrade weapons and armor. Strayblade has many side quests that can take up to 15 additional hours. Despite the modest system requirements, the graphics and world detail are impressive, making this game an excellent choice for weak PCs. Royale Reforged Realm. Royale Reforged is a multiplayer battle royale game developed by Hi-Rez Studios. It offers unique character classes and customization options. The game requires only 6 GB of RAM and a GTX 555 graphics card for minimum settings. Realm Royale Reforged provides dynamic battles on constantly changing maps. The game features 5 character classes: Warrior, Mage, Hunter, Assassin, and Engineer, each with its unique abilities and playstyle. The game's development cost around $8 million and was released in 2018. The average match time is about 20 minutes, making the game quick and dynamic. The game uses a forging system that allows players to create powerful weapons and armor directly on the battlefield, adding strategic depth. Realm Royale Reforged has a large online player base, averaging around 5,000 active players, ensuring quick match finding and an active community. It's also worth noting that the game supports cross-platform multiplayer, allowing players on different devices to compete against each other. It's a great choice for those who want to enjoy a battle royale on a weak PC, thanks to its optimized system requirements and diverse gameplay mechanics. Royale Reforged is not just another battle royale, but a game with unique features and an active community, making it a worthy option for your time. Bramble, the Mountain King. Bramble, the Mountain King is an adventure game inspired by Scandinavian mythology. Developed by Dimfrost Studio, the minimum system requirements include 8 GB of RAM and a GTX 750 Ti graphics card. The development of Bramble, the Mountain King, cost around $5 million. In the game, you can spend about 15 hours exploring an amazing world and solving puzzles. Bramble offers diverse locations, from dense forests to ancient ruins, each filled with mythical creatures and secrets. During development, the Dimfrost Studio team actively collaborated with historians and mythologists to create an authentic atmosphere and accurate representation of Scandinavian myths. Players can enjoy both the main storyline and numerous side quests, adding another 10 hours of gameplay. The total area of the game world is about 35 square kilometers, providing enough space for exploration and adventure. Bramble stands out for its atmospheric world and interesting story, making it a worthy choice for weak PCs. The game includes a unique system of interaction with the environment, where players can use various objects to solve puzzles and advance the storyline. The graphics and visual effects, despite modest requirements, create an immersive atmosphere that captures you from the first minutes. Additionally, Bramble supports multiplayer mode, allowing players to explore the world and solve puzzles together. This makes the game even more engaging and allows sharing the experience with friends. Bramble the Mountain King is not just a game, but a whole adventure worth trying on any PC, even weak ones. Soulslinger Envoy of Death. You won't believe it, but Soulslinger Envoy of Death is a shooter with roguelike elements, developed by Cloudburst Games. The game requires only 4 GB of RAM and a GTX 750 graphics card for minimum settings. The development of Soulslinger Envoy of Death cost around $3 million. The game offers exciting gameplay with procedurally generated levels, making each play through unique. In Soulslinger, you can spend up to 20 hours exploring levels and fighting numerous enemies. The game is characterized by fast and dynamic combat that requires quick reflexes and strategic thinking. Moreover, Soulslinger includes a permadeath system, adding difficulty and replayability to the game. Each time the player dies, they start over, retaining only part of their upgrades. This makes each play through a new challenge. The game also features an extensive customization system, allowing players to adjust their weapons and abilities to their playstyle. The game has modest system requirements, but offers deep and engaging gameplay. Soulslinger supports both single-player and cooperative modes, allowing you to fight alongside friends. The average online player count on Steam is around 1,000 players, ensuring an active community and constant content updates. The graphics and visual effects, despite the minimum requirements, create an immersive dark fantasy atmosphere. Soulslinger Envoy of Death is an excellent choice for those looking for a dynamic and challenging shooter that will run on a weak PC. Amnesia the Bunker. Amnesia the Bunker is a first-person horror game developed by Frictional Games. For minimum settings, only 4 GB of RAM and a GTX 560 graphics card are required. The game offers about 10 hours of tense gameplay, where you will explore dark locations and solve puzzles. The development of Amnesia. The Bunker cost around $5 million. The game immerses you in an atmosphere of horror, where every second could be your last. You will find notes and diaries that help you understand what happened in this dark place. The game offers many interactive objects that you can use to solve puzzles and advance the storyline. You might not know, but Amnesia. The Bunker uses a unique AI system to create unpredictable situations. This makes each game session unique, as enemies react to your actions and movements. The game supports a survival mode where resources are limited and enemies become more aggressive as you progress. Graphics and sound play a key role in creating a tense atmosphere. Despite the modest system requirements, the visual effects and environment detail create an impressive and scary world. The average online player count on Steam is around 2,000 players, indicating the game's popularity among horror genre fans. Amnesia the Bunker also supports mods, allowing players to create their own scenarios and share them with the community. This adds replayability and interest to the game. If you are looking for a game that will make you feel real fear and tension, Amnesia. The bunker is the perfect choice for weak PCs. Valheim. The cool thing about Valheim is that it's a survival game with building and crafting elements. Developed by Iron Gate Studio, the minimum system requirements include 4 GB of RAM and a GTX 950 graphics card. The development of Valheim cost around $1 million. This game captured the hearts of many gamers with its unique approach to the survival genre and its stunning atmosphere. In Valheim, you can spend hundreds of hours exploring a huge procedurally generated world and fighting mythical creatures. In the first months after release, Valheim gathered over 5 million active players on Steam, indicating its huge popularity. The game offers rich building possibilities, from simple houses to huge castles and villages. You can create and upgrade various items in the game, adding depth to the gameplay. Valheim also supports a cooperative mode, allowing you to play with friends. You can join forces to explore the world, fight bosses, and build shared bases. The game's world size is approximately 100 square kilometers, giving players plenty of space for exploration and adventure. Valheim also includes unique weather conditions and dynamic day-night cycles, affecting the gameplay. For example, in the rain, your campfires can go out, and at night, more dangerous enemies can attack you. These elements make the game even more exciting and realistic. The average online player count on Steam is around 100,000 players, indicating constant activity and community support. Valheim is not just a game, but a whole adventure worth trying on any PC, even weak ones. If you find the video interesting, you can subscribe and like. Let's move on. Miasma Chronicles. Miasma Chronicles is a tactical RPG developed by the Bearded Ladies. The minimum system requirements include 8 GB of RAM and a GTX 960 graphics card. The development of Miasma Chronicles cost around $6 million. The game offers a deep story set in a post-apocalyptic world where a mysterious miasma has destroyed civilization. In Miasma Chronicles, you can spend around 30 hours immersing yourself in the story and tactical battles. Miasma Chronicles includes a unique system of strategic battles where each move requires careful planning. Players must manage a squad of characters, each with unique abilities and skills. This adds depth and tactical variety to the game. The game also supports a crafting and weapon upgrade system, allowing players to adapt their equipment to their needs. In addition to the main story, the game features many side quests that can add another 10 hours of gameplay. The total area of the game world is about 50 square kilometers, providing enough space for exploration and mission completion. The game also includes various difficulty levels, allowing players to choose the challenge that suits them. Miasma Chronicles has an active community with an average online player count on Steam of around 2,000 players. This allows you to find tips and share experiences with other players. The graphics and level design, despite the modest system requirements, create an immersive post-apocalyptic world. If you're looking for a game with a deep story and complex tactical battles, Miasma Chronicles is an excellent choice for weak PCs. The game combines engaging gameplay with a well-crafted world, making it worthy of attention. System Shock Remastered. It might surprise you, but System Shock Remastered is an updated version of the classic game developed by Night Dive Studios. For minimum settings, only 4 GB of RAM and a GTX 770 graphics card are required. The development of System Shock Remastered cost around $3 million. In the game, you can spend about 20 hours exploring a space station and fighting enemies. The original version of System Shock was released in 1994 and became a cult game in the science fiction genre. The remaster retains all the key elements that made the original successful, including the atmosphere and complex puzzles. However, the graphics and mechanics have been significantly improved to meet modern standards. Additionally, System Shock Remastered includes new gameplay elements, such as an updated inventory system and improved combat mechanics. This makes the game more accessible to new players while maintaining the challenge for veterans. The size of the space station where the game events unfold covers several levels, each unique and full of secrets. Players must solve complex tasks and fight enemies to advance the story. Besides the main campaign, the game features side quests that add additional hours of gameplay. System Shock Remastered has an active community, with an average online player count on Steam of around 1,500 players. This allows you to exchange strategies and find useful tips from other players. If you are a fan of science fiction and love classic games, System Shock Remastered is an excellent choice for weak PCs. The game combines nostalgia for the original with modern improvements, making it worthy of attention.